Meanwhile, in Kansas, reacting against a middle school teacher in Kansas City area who displayed a sex education poster that listed specific sexual acts. It may have said something like intercourse or oral sex. You know, I can tell you those 12, 13, 14-year-olds, 15, they've never heard those words before, ladies and gentlemen. Here is a report from Kansas on a bill that is going to stop that practice and, in fact, charge teachers with a criminal act against teachers who present materials depicting nudity, sexual conduct, sexual excitement, sadomasochistic abuse that the average adult person believes lacks serious literary, scientific, educational, artistic, or political value. I wonder what the average adult person is like in the Kansas state legislature. Let's listen to that report.
Protecting your children from sex in school. Should teachers face criminal charges for showing your children materials you find offensive? KBC 9's Keisha Henry shows us why one Kansas lawmaker says yes, and we want to warn you, you may find some parts of the story to be offensive. Keisha?
Well, one side says that this bill is going to protect your children and teachers against sexual material in schools, but the other side says they have concerns that it's going to ban literary classics and make teachers afraid to teach. After Mark Ellis's 13-year-old daughter saw this sex education poster at Hawker Grove Middle School in January of last year, he says he fought to protect his child.
There was a lot of resistance that I met, and I had to, kick it up a notch, if you will, to get the poster removed.
There was a list of sexual acts, some of them which were highly offensive.
Kansas Senator Mary Pilcher-Cook wants legislation in place to protect all K-12 Kansas students. Senate Bill 56 would prohibit the distribution of sexual material that a reasonable person would find offensive and that lacks literary or scientific value.
I think our kids are subject to enough sexual content on the internet, on TV, on billboards.
But the bill would also erase Kansas educators' exemption from criminal prosecution, allowing them to face charges if they present material that's considered harmful to minors. Parents we spoke with weren't okay with this part of the bill.
They probably wouldn't want to be held accountable for every individual parent's preferences.
If a teacher is afraid that they're going to be charged and convicted of a misdemeanor just for doing their job, they're going to be a lot less likely to share any information that someone somewhere might object to.
The ACLU and the Kansas National Education Association have both testified against the bill, saying it's too broad and could ban literary classics. They say parents already have tools to object without the threat of criminal charges.
They can go to the school board, they can complain directly to administrators.
Now, the senator did keep bringing up the words in the bill, what a reasonable person finds offensive, and she says she doesn't think that a reasonable person is going to want to ban literary classics like Huckleberry Finn and The Catcher in the Rye.
All right, so there you have it. Enjoy yourself, Kansas.